Hello, it's Monday the 18th of January, and for breakfast this morning I have got my Healthy Extra B, which is 2 slices of the Morrison's wholemeal bread with peanut butter and jam on. So it's going to be 5 cents for the peanut butter, 1 cent for the jam, so 6 cents in total, and a coffee using some of my Healthy Extra A milk. So I've already used my Healthy Extra B for the day, so I will have to sin them, but I found this lean stewed steak and gravy, which was in my cupboard, right at the back, and thought of the steak bakes that I've heard so much about. And I think this is the reason I bought this, was to make them, and I obviously just haven't. So this is what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to put it in a microwavable bowl and pop it into the microwave to heat it through. Doesn't look the most appetising. Now I have added some Worcester sauce and also a little bit of Tabasco sauce, just because both Jeff and I like a bit of a bite or a bit of a kick to things. So, and he's having one as well because it's dinner time, so it's just a quick easy lunch hopefully. So I've popped it in. I was careful because it says not too close to the edge, so I'm hoping that this is okay. I'm just going to egg wash the inside of both of them now and then crimp the edges with a fork. And then pop them into a preheated oven, which is 190 degrees for about 10 minutes. Okay, so I may have left them in for a little bit too long, but they've turned out not too bad at all. That one obviously is squeezed out the edges, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'll give it to Jeff. And there we are. This is my steak bakes. Oh, there's Alexa telling me they're done. She's a little bit delayed, isn't she? Alexa, stop. I will give you my honest review. So there we are. I haven't got any speed to add with it. We're going to go shopping in a minute. So I've got an apple on the side. If I put it on there, does it count? Obviously it doesn't. But there we are. I've already had my Healthy Extra B, so this is going to be 6 cents for the wrap, which is the Weight Watchers one. And the whole tin is 1.5 cents, as I said. So I'm going to say 1 cent just to protect me. So 7 cents for this and my apple, which is speed. So for my tea tonight, I have got a tuna sweet corn salad, and obviously the tuna is in brine, so that's completely free. And the salad is speed. I've got some drizzly sauce that I made out of the leftover sauce I made. I'm so sorry, my daughter's so loud. The leftover sauce that I made for the girls' pasta, which was 4 cents for the whole thing. So I'm going to say 1 cent, even though it's probably a little bit less than that. I'll just say 1 cent to protect me. So 1 cent for my tea tonight. For snacks tonight, I've got one of the Bliss Crispy Delight bars for 4.5 cents. I've got an apple, no it's not, it's a banana, and an easy peeler, and a coffee using some of my Healthy Extra A milk. So 4.5 cents for my snack tonight. So I didn't do very well reducing my sins by a lot today. I am ending today on 17 sins, still under, but I did want to be lower. But I found that steak, that lean stewed steak in the cupboard, and I really fancied making those. They were like pasties in the end, weren't they? So I will definitely be making those again. I've done the corned beef pasties years ago, and I was convinced that I had corned beef in my cupboard, which is what I was actually looking for, because I'm sure I bought some lean corned beef, but I couldn't find it. So I'm probably getting myself confused with the lean stewed steak. Is that what it is? Lean stewed steak? It was lean stewed steak. So I really enjoyed it. I mean, you could even add bits of carrots and onions even, and just make it your own, I suppose. I mean, the problem is, I suppose, you can't make them too big, because obviously the filling, you can't put a huge amount of filling in there. But I think I would put a bit more filling in next time. As long as it's not ready to squirt out the edges, it'll be fine. And it was really tasty. That wrap works so well with that egg wash on it. It was really lovely. Even Jeff enjoyed it. And you could have it as a snack, but you could also have it as a main meal as well if you haven't tried it, with jacket potato with chips. It would be really nice with some chips, I think, and some veg or whatever. Lovely. And there was also a bit of gravy left. So Jeff obviously likes his rice. So he had, and that's what he said to me. He said I would have it again, but I'd rather it just with rice. So he had the leftover bits of, because you can't put all the sauce in, the gravy rather. So he had his with rice, which was lovely too. Been shopping today, and I'm so glad to have gone, because obviously you're not shopping as often as you were. Well, we, I suppose as a whole, we're not shopping as much as we were because of the way that things are. So we went to the shop today, and you're only allowed one person per trolley now. We've gone back to that, which I think is a good idea. So Jeff, he came in the car just for a drive and then stayed in the car while I went into the shop, which is quite handy because it was raining. So he just dropped me off in the drop-off and then picked me up after. Oh no, he didn't. I went to the car, I walked there. It was only across the way. But it was so quiet in the shop. Went to Aldi. I didn't intend on going to Tesco, but I did end up going there just for a few bits and pieces. But both shops were really eerily quiet. I think because of the time of year as well. It's January. It generally would be quieter now anyway. It was a Monday, and I purposely did that because I don't like shopping on the weekends. It's just something that I don't like, really. If I do ever go on a weekend, it's normally a Sunday, but I didn't fancy it yesterday. I wish I had gone yesterday though, because it wasn't raining. There we are. So there we are. I'm ending today on 17.5 sins. It has been a good day on plan, although I didn't have hardly any speed in the house until we went shopping, and I think that's why I really fancied that salad, and it was lovely, really nice. And that cheese sauce that I made, it was just the the lighter Philadelphia, but it was the shop's own brand one, with a vegetable stock cube. So then I just reduced it all down then, and then the girls had it with some pasta because they're veggies, and then I used the little bits for me. So I didn't have a quarter of it. I was going to say a fourth. I didn't have a quarter of it, but I just said one sin to protect me, just to be on the safe side. So there we are, ending today on 17 sins. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.